Okay, we have here Bill Butt. Mr. Butt is about a 13-14 handicap index. Has kind of stayed there for most of his golfing career. Lowest round has been under 80 just one time, and overall has always fought being extremely steep and fighting a little bit of kind of an over-the-top move. I believe this is the one that was. Let's go back. So the one on the right was one of the first swings that we took. Right, so you can kind of see, just initially looking at it, gets those arms up a little high. Club immediately works a little bit steep, kind of around his body. Swings, exits heavily to the left. Ball's going to be kind of a high spinning shot that's going to generally want to move a little bit to the right. So we kind of talked about this. It's something that he's always kind of fought. Has had lessons before where they worked on getting further away from the ball, trying to extend a little bit, try to create a little bit more of an in-to-out path. But what I was seeing for the most part was really in his lower body, where he just wasn't pivoting to the top properly. While that position at the top is decent, it's just not a position that's going to fit what he does, because you can see as he starts his downswing, his upper body really started chasing first, and that club works dead across the line. And then from the end, then he's trying to save it a little bit through impact, so he would fight these big pulls, and then also out of nowhere the ball would slice kind of out of the control. So we took a good look at it. We talked about trying to create a lot more rotation up at the top to help position the club a little bit better. So we'll go and get this one this time right about here. There's the downswing there. So now we look at this one on the left. This was an improved motion where we worked on the takeaway, keeping the toe down a little bit longer, just to help keep that face a little bit more close. The result is a little bit more of an inside drag of the club head. But you look initially here, just in the difference in position. Now the club is a little bit more inside. Right, so still rolls up to the top in a similar position, but notice the position of his hips here. You actually have a little bit of a gap that we can see that we couldn't see down here. Right, so that tells us we're creating a little bit more rotation. This right hip's getting a lot deeper. Okay, so if his hip is right about there, this one now is really rotated a lot more. So a little bit into a better position. And then here's the good part. So we get about here. Bring this one down. And then we're going to run these two at the same time. And what we can start to see is as we begin the transition, yes, the hands on the left are still working outside, but notice the difference in the path of the shaft. Right, so the path of the shaft, we go right about here, down, we have a severe difference in where the path is. Okay, so again, worked on getting that club a little bit more inside at the top, so that way the transition on the downswing is a lot better,
Are you on the phone?
creating a much better release.